I'm William Steele, and if you know me, you know that I don't mince words. Today I'm here to talk about Robert Durst. Yeah, that Durst, the multimillionaire murderer who's had America in a chokehold with his crimes and with his cash. But this isn't about what he did. It's about how some people, some professionals, some who, of their own volition, actually aided to his reign of terror for over 40 years, are speaking out publicly with so much reverence and even affectionately about Durst, to my disgust, and certainly adding to the pain and misery of his many victims' surviving family members. I knew Durst. I knew him well enough to write a book about all the sick shit he's done. Let me tell you, it turns my stomach to hear these so-called professionals, yeah, prosecutors, other professionals, even interns, talk about him like he's some kind of a funny guy. Funny? Funny? Was he here to amuse you or me? Tell that to the families torn apart by his gruesome actions. We got folks out there, families, still suffering enormously from the horror that this guy wrought. And you got the nerve to laugh and smirk and smile about what a nice guy he was behind the scenes? This isn't a freaking sitcom. It's real life, real pain, real death. Horrific planned murders of other people's loved ones, one after the other. And here I am, a man with a past, okay, currently crime victim advocate. A guy who sees both sides of life, the funny and the brutal. I've experienced both. I'm capable of humor and sarcasm. But I will not entertain the brutal. But there's nothing funny here. When I hear that prosecutor, John Lewin, give Durst these glowing comments on TV, after convicting him no less, it's a slap in the face to every victim and every survivor and every crime victim advocate. This isn't about censorship. It's about respect and decency. I wrote Sex and the Serial Killer, not just as a tell-all expose about the wealthiest serial killer in American history. It was a call to see the beast behind the banter. Durst played us all with his demeanor and his dollars, and to some extent, initially, got me too. For those of us who saw the monster up close and personal, we carry a different story, one not fit for polite company or flattering sound bites on documentaries. So to those of you who got up there on the record and spoke of Durst like he was some kind of misunderstood comic instead of the calculated killer that he is, think about you really hurting with those words. Think about the message you're sending, the lack of professionalism and compassion you're showing about yourself. It was wonderful that you got the conviction, but your comments painting him in any positive light was deeply offensive to many people. We've got to do better. We owe it to the victims and to the truth. And if telling it like it is makes me the bad guy, then so be it. I've been called far worse. Don't let the charmers charm you into forgetting the chaos that they cause, the heartache and misery they've inflicted on families and victims. Keep your eyes open, keep your heart strong, and never ever let the slick talk from these predators and monsters fool you. Listen, for your own sake, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, because here it comes from me, the source. Every single sickening detail about all of the depraved and vile crimes that Robert Durst, along with his enablers, listen close, enablers, committed in my presence. These are not friends, these are enablers, and as long as I know what goes on in prison, as many years, these are called co-defendants. The enablers are co-defendants. Don't be confused, okay? So all these crimes that he committed and admitted to and were recorded in my house in Brooklyn and in ritzy Manalapan, Florida, which is adjoining Palm Beach, are well documented in my book. That's the story. I was shocked when I saw the comments these professionals made recently. Like I said, good job for convicting him. Your lack of, you're being so tone deaf with the victims, it's beyond belief. Thank you for listening.